Airstrikes, armed clashes and shelling are directly affecting civilians in 21 out of 22 governorates in Yemen. The humanitarian situation in Yemen was already dire before the war. According to the head of the Red Cross, after 5 months of intense fighting, Yemen looks like Syria after 5 years. In 90 seconds, I'll summarize for you just how bad the humanitarian situation in Yemen is. Since the 19th of March, the death toll is over 4,500, more than half of which are civilians and over 400 children. Before the war, Yemenis relied on imports for 90% of its food needs, 100% of medicines, and 70% of fuel. With none of that coming in, this has meant the depletion of existing stocks and a major price increase of basic food, which is now out of the reach of the average civilian. A staggering 80% of the population requires some form of humanitarian assistance. This represents a 1/3 increase from last year. With 12.9 million people considered food insecure, that's an increase of over 20% in 6 months alone. More than 20 million people lack access to adequate water, sanitation or hygiene services. This is a 50% increase since the crisis escalated. According to UNICEF, about 1.8 million children are likely to suffer from some form of malnutrition in 2015, an increase of almost 1 million children from 2014. A projected 500,000 of these children will be at risk of severe acute malnutrition in 2015. At least 160 hospitals across the country have closed down, in many cases due to the lack of medicines, supplies and equipment. Due to insecurity and also because they're being used as makeshift refugee camps, over 3,500 schools are closed, meaning 2 million children are being deprived of an education. For more analysis by Middle East Eye, follow the links below.